guys, it's your girl Beatrice.
It's Sharon.
And it's Tammy, and welcome to another episode of the Uncut podcast.
Woo! I like the energy.
That energy.
I'm awake.
Yes, the mics are on.
And as you can tell,
By the
cheer alone,
Yes.
we have. Sorry, I had to write down all of your accolades. We have host, influencer, content creator, beauty enthusiast, actor, food connoisseur, and fashion icon. Enioluwa in the building.
Do you know what's crazy? I didn't even know you were talking about me. I thought you wanted to talk about that you're in Nigeria. It's me. It's me. My God. Oh, I just want to start crying. I'm so grateful. Thank you.
We're so grateful. Oh my gosh. Yeah, literally. I've been saying it every time with people that have been recording. When we land in this country, we say, we have to see the best of the best.
Yeah, no, honestly.
The best of the best. No, but yeah,
the
what's
people
happening?
that have been making us laugh
I'm
in the
telling
UK.
you.
Your videos do numbers. It goes platinum in my family group chat.
Are you serious?
you.
Oh my God, that's let me go. Too many accolades. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you so much for coming on. How's your week been so far?
Yes.
Really fun, really exciting. I've been having a good time.
Yeah.
I mean, I also like the fact that Lagos is having the cultural inflow. A lot of people are coming into Lagos. And I feel like we're getting to the world map and people are going to see us more. So it's been an exciting week for me. I've not done anything, but just seeing it, it's like, this is good.
Yeah, very good.
Before we get into the actual episode, make sure you guys are following us across all of our social platforms. So that is Instagram, Snapchat,
everywhere,
Twitter, TikTok, everything. Just follow us everywhere. And make sure you're subscribed to our YouTube channel. We are on the road to 100K. And
Come on. Get on
Come on, subscribe.
And if you want some more content, we also shoot another episode on Patreon, which drops on Wednesdays. So make sure you are subscribed to our Patreon. It's only $3.99 a month, which is £1 a week. So
come on.
Times are tough, but times will be better if you subscribe to Patreon.
Amen.
So make sure you get on there and subscribe so you can get an extra episode as well.
Yes.
Cool. So I think the first one we're going to start with a game.
Yes. So.
Wait.
We're going into the game. Okay.
Oh, sorry. I was going to say we should shout out the fact that we have been gifted these outfits.
Yes.
So we put out a nice... Sorry. Also, let me just say I've been enjoying myself too much.
Look at the voice.
I don't really have much left to give. You know, before the girls always saying I'm always doing soprano. Right now I'm doing tenor bass. Anyway,
your voice is down
but
there.
yes, we put out a notification on our Instagram story asking who would like to dress us for our episodes. And one brand reached out, and Tammy, do you want to tell them about it?
Yeah, so we put out a story on our Instagram like, does anybody want to style us while we're recording in Nigeria?
Yes.
And the brand Vergioli reached out to us and gifted us these lovely boo-boos.
No, honestly, guys, like I absolutely love it. Like, look at how cute the hair tie
Oh, she gave you the headpiece as well. Oh, that's so cute. That's
so cute. And it's very, very comfortable as well.
Yeah, shout out to her.
comfy.
Reasonable prices.
Yes.
Not too expensive. They like to be doing it. Everything 500. No, it's not 500K.
Exactly. Honestly.
In this cost of living, well, I don't know if it's cost of living in Nigeria,
I mean, but
it's
pounds to naira. Please don't complain.
Here we go.
Here we
You got the money. Just give me my money.
Just give me my money.
But yeah, like we said, thank you to the brand for gifting this to us. We'll put all their details down in the description box. And you can check out. We'll also put it on our Instagram stories as well. Probably, put it on there as well.
But shout them out. Really, really love it. And hope you guys love it too. If you guys end up purchasing it, let us know. Tag us and all that sort of stuff. And we want to see you wearing your boo-boos. And they've got loads of other stuff as well. So it's not just this. So make sure you check them out. But cool. So what we like to do is we like to start off with a game. Just so people can get to know you better, know a bit more about you. So just very quick fire questions like this versus this, and you just say which one is the one that you prefer.
You guys have actually watched a couple of episodes of your podcast, so I know how it goes.
Let's go into this. So, okay. Again, quick fire, so we'll just go through this. First one, Virgin, Atlantic, or British Airways?
What's all that?
Okay, so maybe I need to change that one then.
No, okay. I'm joking. I mean, I've not flown Virgin before, but so I'll just go British Airways.
British Airways. Okay, cool. How would you feel? Like, would you rather discover your friends didn't like you, or they all thought that you were a terrible actor?
Like actor?
Yeah.
Like as a job?
Yes.
Oh, I don't act so much though, but I don't know why everybody calls me. I mean,
You do?
You have a film.
yeah. So what was the first question again?
So would you rather discover that all your friends don't like you, or everybody thinks that you're a rubbish actor, or you can say content creator, whatever it is that you do?
Oh, wow.
Everyone thinks that you're just rubbish at your job.
Oh, well, I'm not. But yeah. Now I need my friends to like me. I'm very big on friendship. If you don't like me, I will say bye. Like I don't joke with friendship because I have a lot though, but I share an emotional connection with everybody.
Really?
And I'm also very strict.
Are you?
Yeah, I feel
like
like
this.
I'm strict. Like so. Outwardly, I think everybody says, "Oh my God, so jovial and all of that," which I am. But I'm very strict. Like you could do certain things, and I go, "Okay, that's beyond the bar. You shouldn't do that."
Yeah.
I'm also strict in the sense of where to go, what to eat, what to say. There are certain things you don't say, stuff like that. Just like, let me say, I'm very cultural based.
Okay.
Like you could do so many things.
Yeah.
But also very.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Okay, cool.
Wait, sorry. Do you know that you're like that, or have people pointed that out to you? Do you get my question?
Yes, I do. I think it's recently though that I mean, as you grow, life starts to change.
Yeah.
So some things have become more pronounced than before.
Okay.
And so I think recently a lot of people have also noticed. Also things I'm doing a PhD, right? So a part of my life has also become very and so I have to sometimes, go and stay with all my other friends who are younger and kind of do like young stuff as well. And so remind myself how old I am and say, okay, calm down, bro. Like but I think I'm a little bit strict.
Okay.
And if I say that's it.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, nah,
like
that's
that.
it.
Yeah. I love that.
I like that because I feel like I struggle in that area. Anyway, I'll be taking some tips afterwards.
Yeah,
Sure.
exactly. Okay, cool. Would you rather attend a party or host a party?
I'm a good host. I think I would
Really?
host a party. Yeah, I've hosted quite a number of parties
Yeah.
in Lagos.
Yeah.
Not the Sumba type of party, but like the Celine Dion type of.
Okay, good
Yeah,
shit.
that's like my thing.
Yeah. I think for me, I'm definitely like, I love hosting.
Yes.
I love it. I just think it's just nice seeing everyone come together. It's like, it's me that's orchestrated this link up. Thank you.
I like the idea of hosting.
But then when it
Yeah,
comes
But when
to
it actually comes
Come to
to
the
it,
work,
it's like,
I mean, I have a planner I use, Harmony, so it's exceptional. I've used it all the time, so he also understands what I like, where I like my food to come from, and all of that stuff. I actually don't attend parties as much. I recently just found out because I was at Priscilla's mom's birthday party, and someone commented on her Snapchat and said, "Annie came out for a party. You must be really special." I mean, Priscilla is special to me, but like, the fact that everybody's surprised that, oh my God, Annie came out for a party. Yeah. But I do attend wedding parties. Because it was a club party. Oh my God, I'm talking to myself and asking questions. fair.
I'm howling.
Right. Okay, cool. Spotify or Apple Music?
Oh my gosh. You guys should know which one are you signed to?
Well, I have both.
Oh, I have both as well.
Yeah.
I have both as well.
So if
I've
you want
worked
to play a
with
song,
Spotify multiple times.
gonna
I'll
say,
choose Spotify.
You choose Spotify.
Of
Okay.
course.
Okay.
Who puts money in my bank account?
I need that branding.
I need you, though.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I'm a piano or Afrobeats?
Afrobeats, of course.
Oh, really? Okay.
Really? Ke? I'm Nigerian.
I know. But are you enjoying like I'm a piano?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
I mean, I am.
Okay.
I love the music. And I mean, we danced a lot in the club as well.
That's gonna say. I feel like the culture here, like even the club, like I'm still obviously hearing predominantly Afrobeats, but I'm hearing a lot of Afrobeats with I'm a piano. Like
on that beat.
Exactly.
When the DJs mix it well.
Exactly. Okay, cool. Another one. TikTok or Instagram?
Quick fire.
Instagram. Really? So the first app you'll choose out of both of them will be Instagram. Why?
Instagram gives me more money.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I
need you to answer these questions without thinking about the money.
No, I'm not. Okay, I'm not thinking about the money, but also Instagram in Nigeria is more hard work to break into. So I also recognize the amount of work I had to do to break into it. But I do love TikTok because I mean they support the community here in Nigeria a lot. Like there's the TikTok TikTok. If I have a TikTok problem, I know to message and they would actually solve it for you.
Yeah.
So I like that part.
But what about like, okay, you just want to watch something funny, like
TikTok, of course. I'm on TikTok every single time.
I'm telling
all
you.
the slangs, all the gist come from TikTok now.
Exactly.
Yeah?
Yeah. Okay, cool. Would you rather all your photos exposed or all your text exposed?
Hey, Chineke me. I don't have anything in my photos. I rather all my photos exposed.
Exactly. That's we asked this question before. We said photos.
Yeah, text. Okay. No, but I mean, I also take screenshots of text, but text is.
It's true.
When I screenshot, I do the send and delete.
I used to.
Oh, really?
No, you take screenshots for evidence.
Yeah, I know, but then it goes straight into my deleted thing. Oh, for evidence.
Yes.
Yeah, so you don't just have screenshots in your.
So you just screenshot and delete.
No. But say like I'm screenshotting like something
chat.
and I want to send it to you or something.
Yeah.
I'll screenshot it and then when I send it, you have the
delete.
option
you
to
do
delete.
delete.
Oh, wow,
Okay,
I
fine.
do that too.
I screenshot this there.
I screenshot to me say, you cannot come alive.
And honestly,
Yeah, I said
yeah, that's honestly
no.
Tammy's
That's
message.
me.
That
I
is
keep
Tammy's
everything.
Evidence.
Everything. I've
Yeah,
got it.
exactly. Same. Okay, cool. Would you rather date the ugliest person in the world or the smelliest person in the world?
Gosh.
I've seen you guys answer this question before. Let me see. Oh my goodness. I feel like my beauty would take up for it, so I'll date the ugliest person.
Yeah, I hear it. I hear it.
Okay. Smelly, no. No, sorry, I just no.
Yeah.
That's smelly.
Exactly.
Not smelly.
Okay, cool. Would you rather always have slow internet connection?
I live in Nigeria. I have that already.
Oh, what? I was trying to post something on Instagram yesterday for no word over like 6 hours.
Jesus.
Do you know how you get into the airport in the UK or in another country? You're like, oh, there's Wi-Fi. Just free connect. I'm like, okay, that's interesting. That's nice.
Wow.
I mean, there's Wi-Fi now in my country.
There is. But the question was going to be, since you already answered, but would you rather always have a slow internet connection or always have to charge your phone every 2 hours?
I would always prefer to charge my phone. I don't like slow internet. Yeah. And I charge my phone every 2 hours. 10 minutes anyway.
Honestly.
I use an iPhone.
Okay, cool. Next one. Would you rather accidentally call your partner by your ex's name or have them do that to you?
Hey. I prefer to do... No.
Would you...
Hey. I mean, I don't want a partner, so... what are we talking about? But...
Yeah.
I mean, I'd rather
You say it.
Yeah, I'd rather I say
And then is it because that you'll think of a good story to say why?
Yes, but I mean, when I was in relationships, the last person I dated didn't like when I made reference to my past relationship. So,
Oh, really?
yes.
But
And
how
I
were you
think it's
making
fair.
reference to it?
Like when something happens and I say, oh, but this...
Wait, no, let him finish. I
Sorry.
didn't hear. Say it.
See, let me tell you the problem. I told you people, I've been avoiding podcasts. And now I have so much. Oh my gosh, I have so much to talk about. That's the problem. I mean, no, because I feel like the last podcast I did in Nigeria was talking about, I don't even know, maybe 2022 or something. Because these podcast mics have destroyed people's careers.
Yeah, no, they have. Don't worry.
Yes!
Don't worry. We can edit. We can edit. We can bleep.
No, I trust you guys. No, I'm just saying.
We have to be doing packaging here.
Yes.
We can't just be releasing everything.
Next thing on Twitter. I thought any really had sense. I'm surprised. That's how they write it. I'm surprised. It's obvious that because you have a PhD does not mean.
Does not mean.
And nobody is so like Nigerians are big. Even you have strong head, you be like, I don't care about the insults. But when they give you some.
Nigerians are creative with their insults.
Exactly. They don't give all those, you're stupid. You're mad. What's all that?
They really go in.
You're stupid, you're mad is for the expressway. What the hell?
Exactly. So it's like.
Okay, so what is it that you said that they were like, I hate it when you bring up your partner? Like, how were you bringing up your ex?
Okay, I'm trying to remember a scenario. Okay, I think we're talking about the food I like or something, or just buying food, and then I'm like, oh, they used to do this as well. Hey, Jesus, I'm using this. No, guys, I'm joking. No, I don't care.
Okay,
I'm just saying it because I know that, when we started this podcast, I said that the UK boys and girls, the last time I was on any UK scene, next thing people started saying, Sungbalaja, I beg go, leave me, leave me. That's why I want slippers. I said it. I wasn't going to wear any eye show or anything. No, I wanted to wear my normal suit that would be bling bling. I'm like, please, I don't want anybody to call me anything on this podcast. Leave me. I want nude, brown. So I don't think anybody has seen me wearing socks as if this was very intentional. That's why I'm sitting like this.
Our followers are actually really nice.
Yeah,
nice.
I know.
Okay, so carry on.
So,
they did this. They did something
To
for
the
you.
food or
yes,
something.
and so I just, made reference. I don't like when you talk about them. I'm like, okay, fair too, because I wouldn't like it.
Yeah, exactly.
Did you hear my accent?
I would like it. I like it. Oh gosh. Okay, I think that was basically going to be all the ones I was going to ask.
Okay.
But yeah, hopefully the audience got to know you a bit better. But that is But no, actually, one last one. Sorry.
Okay, film me.
And it's very simple, but it's the jollof rice and fried rice.
It's jollof rice now.
Always jollof rice.
Always jollof rice. I don't think anybody else.
Do you not like fried rice, or do you like?
I like fried rice. Nobody else makes fried rice apart from Nigeria, though.
What do you mean?
Clock it. I'm serious. Every other place I've been to is either they're doing some experiments or they are saying this is the recipe. We put fried egg in. Come off it, my friends. Stop coming to. And that's what annoys me about when people. I know everybody. That's how we develop new recipes, right? But there are some things you should not just be doing. Like stop misbehaving here, especially. My hot take. I'll leave it for my hot take. Because there's this over-westernization of things that started to annoy me. Don't stop it. Well,
Yeah, we'll definitely have to get into that. But yeah, those are the questions that we want to ask you.
okay.
Cool. So I actually wanted to ask, like, how did you get started in terms of content creation? Like, what was the moment that you went viral that made you gain so much traction on social media?
Right. I mean, it wasn't when I started, but November 2020.
Okay.
Interesting. I know the dates, obviously, because I stepped outside and be like, oh my God, you're the... Which is interesting. First, I would say I was made for the arts. I don't think there's any bit of sciences in me. So this is what I was born to do, for sure. I can't believe I thought I was going to become a medical doctor.
Every night.
That would be such a mistake. But yeah, exactly. I'm Nigerian. It's doctor, lawyer, engineer. But so November 2020, I made a lip gloss video. My very first lip gloss video went viral. My very first one. I mean, I've been creating...
Wait, very first video went viral.
My very first lip gloss video, yes. I mean, I've been creating beauty content. And so I was... On my story the night before, I was just talking and someone said, oh my, I think you should post this on your page. And I'm like, this is not my type of content. I'm like, hi guys, welcome to my activate. And I was like, okay, let me just do it. And so I recorded the video again. And that's why it's lip gloss, because it's actually creating beauty content with not lip glosses and stuff. Anyway, and so I made the video, started with my lip gloss, and I dropped it. I remember uploading it and going to class because I was doing my master's at the time. So I just came back and I was like, oh, what's up? It has finally happened. My goodness. It's time. That was it.
Damn, so that's actually how I started. Oh, I love that.
Yeah, that was, but to be very frank, I was just waiting for the pivotal moment, right? Oh my God, I'm using big words, pivotal. But I was just waiting for the moment that I feel like I'd also, passed through a level of training in school. I studied media and theater arts as well, so communication. So I was just waiting for the moment that was going to take me to it. I was ready. I was ready.
So then when you started with those videos, like, how did you then transition to everything else that you do as well?
That's why I feel like I was ready, because I also understand the theoretical part of it, to be fair, because my master's is in marketing communications as well. So, But again, that's why I always tell people I feel like I was born for the arts, nothing. Because most things that we, like acting, singing, dancing, I can do everyone, even if it's not the most exceptional of it. I can do like a bit of everything. So that's why
even me as well.
Yeah, so
I'm joking.
okay.
I think
I was about to tell you to do leg work, but
as well, please.
But yeah, so sort of that kind of stuff. So from there, I get opportunities. People say, oh, he actually knows how to do this. And I get booked for example, I don't post my hosting videos, but I get a lot of hosting gigs. I had some boring hosting gigs this year for me that I knew that when I finished, I was like, oh my God, this audience, they will be crying. They're never going to call me again. I had one because I was so tired this year. I'm just also saying it so because of the people that were in that event. I'm so sorry. But I just took it that some days are bad days at work, so it's okay. It's not every day you're the most exceptional person. But so I feel like when people see me in a particular capacity and they say, okay, he's good at it, they just ask me to do it as well.
I like that. I feel like with content creation, we've obviously now started to get into it. So like obviously we're posting the podcast and stuff like that. But I don't know, with Nigeria, I feel like it's a completely different
skill.
It's a different skill. I don't know what it is like. And also something about Nigeria and like the power, like I think we spoke about this earlier. When you talk, like people really like grasp onto your words a lot more. Like in the UK, like someone can say something viral, it's just like, okay, cool. Like they're just chatting and doing something. Yeah. But in Nigeria, it's like, if you say the wrong thing, you will be
they hold on to it.
Yeah.
Yes. I mean, content creation, one in Nigeria, you know, content creators, there are content creators that are like stars.
Yes.
It's not because you do music or like
Yeah.
you are. If I walk up to the red carpet, the cameras go pa pa pa.
Yeah.
You're a proper like star.
Yes.
But it's also because I mean the times are changing. How much is acting going to give me in Nigeria? Come on, think about it. Compared to how much I'll collect for one gig.
Yeah.
And no, go punish acting. And everybody producers see me. But to be fair, you do acting based on I need my audience to see me in a different light. Let them see me that okay, I got talent.
As opposed as a money grab.
Yes, exactly. So because you can't compare the money, it's not the same thing.
Oh, interesting.
Yes, and content creation also goes viral faster in Nigeria because a lot of people can't afford data, can't afford the streaming platforms, for example.
That's true.
So what are they watching on the go? So that's why sometimes there are a lot of people who are popular. They may not also have the branding in a specific way, but they're popular. They're very famous. You may not see them doing like global adverts and stuff, but if they go on the streets, people know
will know
them.
who they are. Yeah, so true.
Yeah, but it's not like that in the UK, right? It is a little.
It is a little bit, like in terms of content creation, there are definitely some people where it's like if they were to walk out, like paparazzi will follow them.
Oh yeah, like Better Squad and
those are Better
Squad. Like Molly May. Do you know Molly May?
Okay. I know Molly May. Melissa Wardrobe is hot.
She has a serious influence.
I know about is she suggests something, people are gonna buy it.
To the point where
it's like
it's
things
sold
are
out.
As in sold out. As in people be queuing
to buy.
I remember there was one.
Oh wow, that's power.
There was one fragrance that she posted one time.
Zara. During the lockdown, obviously you weren't able to. You can't go to the store. So she said, "Oh, I really like this perfume."
What?
Without people even smelling it, they went to go and buy it, and it sold out.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh, the brand's gonna be looking for her. Then.
They are. She recently had.
Honestly,
because Zara was saying that they don't work
with influencers. But she recently had
who was saying that?
Zara, the brand.
And then I think she said after that she was not going to post Zara as much as she was before.
Yeah.
Because like there was so many things from Zara that she would post, like different dresses and like as well when you're fashionable, it's probably like the same with you, right? You can wear something that's like affordable, like cheap, right? But the way that you style it looks designer. So that was like her thing. Like she would wear something, people would be like, I probably can't afford it. It's probably Jack Moose or something. She'd be like, no, this is $29.99 in Zara. Nigerian accent. But anyway, what people would go there, they would snatch it up. I remember there was one Zara I went into. They were like, if you're looking for that dress, it's sold out.
Oh, that's wild.
Excuse me. It's sold out.
Honestly, wherever you are.
That's wild.
She had a collaboration with a coffee shop called Blank Street.
Yes.
And apparently the numbers for that, like people went and bought that drink.
Yeah, we even all did.
Yeah, we all went.
We even go out of our way to go and buy it.
I like that.
Yeah, she's like your influencer's influencer.
Okay. So fair. Yeah. I mean, they're also like other content creators in Nigeria too. That's not that may not be like cameras we go flat papa. So fair, I get it.
I was gonna say as well though, maybe it's because of how big Nigeria is, but I have to admit, I do see a lot of creators who have like big followings, let's say like numbers on like their Instagram, but the engagement is, and like the way that their accounts look, it's just not. it's not giving
giving
the same
the numbers.
Yeah.
Oh, because Nigerians like hard workers. That's another thing. So Nigerians would give you the reward of your hard work.
Okay.
So the people there's a reality show that is known in Nigeria, so they may also come from that.
Okay, you mean the BBN? You mean
So.
You don't want to.
Yeah.
No, I don't mind if you say the name. I'm just kidding because I have so many friends who came out from the reality show Big Brother Niger. But there are a lot of people who get an influx of following at the time when they come out. Especially when the show was at its peak. It's not as popular as it used to be. But that's why I don't want to say the name because normally they'll be giving them class. So when I do pop, but I mean to be fair, so those may also be them. So because it's every year they do this show. So when
everyone just follows them anyway.
They follow it. It's like rush following. When the next set comes, everybody has left that person. So you sort of need to do things that sort of spark your following and you know actually grant you the engagement. So because I mean there are amazing people. Saga went to Big Brother. Toby Bakary went to Big Brother. But they've have come out and do exception. They've done exceptional stuff for themselves as well. But Nigeria also celebrates hard work. So they don't like you being lazy. If they feel like you are not putting in more effort and you're just being like a school about it, you start to see people withdraw. So you also have to always be on the top of your feet because if you know like how Adele takes 5 years break. If you do that in Nigeria, they'll say bye-bye. Like, okay, you wanna go on break? Okay, congrats now. Continue now. We'll see you. You know. So in Nigeria, you have to constantly think of new ideas. So when you see like Nigerian musicians are always dropping new songs, of course you have to drop new songs because while you are doing, I'm thinking, I'm scared. Another person has dropped and they moved on because Nigeria is very fast paced, especially people are like, I need to get it. So when you are being so, they're like, okay. Stay there. So like everybody's moved on as well. That's why you may see that, but you need to constantly put in the work in Nigeria.
That's a good point. Interesting.
Yeah, but if you're known, you're always known. That's another thing.
Okay,
in Nigeria.
I was gonna say.
So once you have like a scandal to come, I mean, everybody will come to your page for the scandal. Although they will go back, but they will like.
I've come to see it.
Yeah, I've come to see it.
I understand.
So obviously, we spoke before we started rolling, but you just released your Christmas special.
Thank you.
Talk to us about that.
Yes.
Right. So I did 2 productions this year. I did All of Us one. I mean like major productions and a Christmas special. A Christmas special just has so many stars coming together to bring that Christmas feel. And Nigeria really celebrated Christmas this year. We had so many. We even had the Christmas in Lagos film as well. So we did celebrate Christmas and I wanted something different. I knew a lot of people were going to bring out films. And so I was looking for something refreshing that people could play at home and just, enjoying themselves. And so we did the Christmas special. It's basically music. There's performances, different people. But the reception has been amazing.
I love it.
I mean, a lot of people think.
Yeah.
I think that's the only thing that makes production worth it. The result.
The result.
Because I mean, you guys can testify when you're planning it. My goodness. And especially in Nigeria, everybody wants to frustrate your life. And let me tell you, if you're trying to frustrate me, Holy Ghost.
Holy Ghost fire.
Holy Ghost fire. Honestly. So I feel like people are always trying to frustrate people in. When it comes to production. So the results make it worthwhile. And when it came out today, I was just excited because everybody's been like, oh my God, it's so good. Oh my God.
I love it.
And when your mother loves something, because my mom loves it. My mom's the most critical person of my content. Annie, why are you hiding your likes? Annie, why this? But when she's like, oh my God, Annie, take your flowers. This is so good. I'm like, this is special. Thank you. Oh my God, so cute.
Talking about Christmas and stuff like that. So obviously we're now in dirty December and all that stuff. And a lot of people are even saying that Lagos is becoming too full.
Right.
Like there's too many people. I think Portia and Phaedra are also coming.
They
posted that they're coming. They're from Real Housewives of Atlanta.
Portia, that
Portia
memes. They're coming to Lagos.
Yes.
Oh wow.
They're coming to Lagos.
Me, I love it too.
And then Saweetie is here.
Yes.
Tyler came.
So
there's a lot of people, but then there's also a lot of discourse of like Lagos is too full. They don't have the infrastructure. Blah blah blah. So what's your take on that? Do you feel like people should reduce it? Because I think this year there's been like so many people.
Even Wizkid, Bonner and Davido came back and they started doing stuff. I mean, Bonner came with Chloe as well.
Yes.
Whiskey bought a car. Burna went to buy a car with Ghana.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I'm not me. I like it all. Please come to Lagos. I know, because we're struggling. I'll tell you for a fact. It's part of. Okay, my outtake is still different, but it's part of it, right?
Yeah.
I need people to come into Lagos. I need them to see Lagos for the commercial hobby, especially in the entertainment space, because it also benefits me as well.
Yeah, of course.
We put in so much work in our content and stuff that it doesn't transcend to other places.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's because a lot of people don't also know that there's this community and this space.
Yeah.
I could have, which is something that annoys me in Nigeria, and I hope that they listen to this podcast. And no offense to the UK, US, anybody.
That's okay.
But there's the perception that because I have a UK accent, a US accent, I'm better than a Nigerian. So, for example, there are times when some brands will organize master classes and they will invite someone from the US or UK to come to Nigeria to host a master class. Me. Yeah.
Me that have PhD.
No, and it's not even a bad way of like me. Do you know what I've done with my life? But it's also like, why you don't understand the terrain, because it's a different. It's not even just the market. It's a different hard work. It's a different, it's like living in Lagos is a hazard. It's a life hazard. It's like
honestly,
you could die.
Honestly,
imagine telling me you need to make the color this. I'm calling this man. He's not picking my call.
I'm telling you. Exactly.
Think about it. Before you got your food, right? So I'm not even. So you don't even know my strokes. You went there. So places why not? I'm not really. So you don't even know my struggle yet. Say I should, and I'm like, anybody in Nigeria can actually teach this masterclass because really the people who need to listen from me, who has made it out in the country and understands how the country works. Exactly. But you're bringing someone else because, again, respect everybody, but because swear was what, you know. Come on. So that's why I'm also excited that a lot of people are coming in. Please, they should keep coming. Come, we need you. We want you here. Come. So it would also, expose the country more to other people, expose the talents as well, and expose. I say that I think some of the opportunities, which I was saying that one of my strategies for next year is to maybe take a break from Nigeria a little. Okay. Not take a break with creating content in Nigeria, but also just maybe go to the UK, stay for a while. Even if it's just, of course. Why do you think I'll call your number? Even if it's just 2%, because sometimes like brands will reach out to me.
Yes.
And then we'll all be on a global campaign because I've done multiple global campaigns. And then I will see the other people in the group chat. And you can ask someone, how much are you paid? And you're like, oh, okay.
Oh, yeah, of course.
And to be very fair, I'm the one getting the numbers. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not, because I don't know why, but even if I go on like super creators maybe in the UK, for example, I don't know, people don't comment as much. And
we say this all the time.
Maybe people are selfish with their comments.
We say this all the time. In terms of like actual engagement with social content, the UK has got to be one of the worst.
I think so too.
100%.
One of the worst. Like that's why people like Melissa's Wardrobe or Uche, like they've got a sense of community where people actually comment on their stuff. But at the same time, I think Uche even said that like majority of her following is in the US, because they are the ones that interact. That's the same with us. Like when we started getting a lot more traction, a lot more followers, even the engagement, majority of the people are people outside of the UK. I don't know what it is. I don't know.
Tammy even says this thing. She's like, if people in the UK could give you half a like,
they would.
Yeah, they would. Even
in the UK, they're stingy with their likes. They also don't comment. It's like this. There's this like, I don't know, like hidden narrative that's like, if you like, if you comment on someone's stuff, you're begging.
It's like you're begging that your fans.
Fans in there. Okay.
Whereas like our US audience, our Nigerian, South African audience too, the paragraphs that they will leave.
Yes.
Guys, what do you think about this demo? Well, number one.
Number two. When we post dilemma content, like the other day we posted one. Hey, see the paragraph. People going back and forth with themselves. I'm sure people there are not from the UK. Going back and forth.
Exactly. Because I'll be trying to crack it. I'll go on, I'll be talking to them, for example. It's my friend lives in Nigeria. And then she'll be like, go to this page, superstar. And then I'll go to this page. I'll be like,
But the engagement,
the engagement is so low.
Yeah.
Why is it? So I just understood that.
Yeah,
It's
the numbers
it's
are.
how
It's hard.
how it works with comments.
Especially within the black community.
Community. That's what I was trying to understand too,
Yeah.
because the only time I've seen really high engagement with black community
Yeah.
is Love Island.
Yeah,
People
yes.
be commenting.
Yes.
They you win
Yes.
especially.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
okay, I mean that makes sense. But in Nigeria it's different.
Yeah.
Also because maybe we see ourselves as friends. I mean, when I always say that I just feel like the most popular of my friends. It's not like I have people following me as well. I mean, they're following me, but I just feel like, oh, you're all my friends, but I'm just the most popular one
Yeah.
in the friend group, because in Nigeria I can see you tomorrow and they know, they're like, oh, Benny, killers, yeah. Like,
Honestly,
which is
honestly.
like, bro, what's wrong with you?
Yeah.
Like, I'm not even joking. I could be working outside, I just tap my head, I'll be like, but I don't know you. They're like, Kini, you. They can start to tell you as if they know
Yeah.
you from home. And it's
Yeah.
like, wow. So I feel that, which I also love about Nigeria as well. And I'm really grateful to, be from here.
Yeah.
But I was just saying because of, hey, it will look like I like money on this podcast too much. But to be very fair, the amount of, I was looking at someone was hosting a music platform in the US, and we're all on a campaign, and I think they paid the person $40,000 for a post. And in my head, I'm just like, this is wild, because when I saw the person's engagement, I'm like,
Yeah.
this is not compared to what I would give you in Nigeria. But then they'll say, oh, it's the market value of some sort of Nigeria.
Yeah.
BS.
Yeah.
So that's why I need to just 0.1%. So please, if you're watching the podcast, please follow me.
Yes,
Just. But honestly, yeah, because they will ask you for that location thing, and you just
Yeah.
even if it's a 0.1, it's just like, let me just jib. Yeah.
Yes, like that.
Yeah, exactly.
In terms of like, this is a discourse that we've had like years ago. In terms of Nigerians in the diaspora, do you see them like as real Nigerians? Because we've had this thing before where people are like, oh, unless you like were born here, grew up here, know the
Right.
struggle, you can't really consider yourself like a true Nigerian because
I'm not that woke. I don't have time. I don't have time for all this discourse.
I'm
Like,
telling
if you got your problem and your struggle, you know what this is say? Who is a real Nigerian? Like, why do I have to be claiming struggle?
I
Okay,
know.
me? What's the me? I want to believe in soft life.
I'm telling you.
If I could, if
pass
I,
me my lip gloss.
if I could wake up and just be in the Bahamas or anywhere, take me away.
Yeah.
Well, boy, is it not the blood that is running in my system? Say you're not even Nigerian.
Oh,
Why?
that's what we tried to say.
Because of what?
I'm
I
telling
don't
you.
understand, because you lived in the UK.
Yeah.
Because we live in the UK, so we can't relate with
With
the
the
struggle.
I mean, I don't know about
and-
all those things. I mean, when it comes to racism, I understand it. But in this one, maybe the only time I can agree is when people from the UK too want to be forming that they are not. Some people used to
Yeah.
do. They were like,
never asked them.
your auntie, you've only stayed here 1 year, 2 years. Did you get what I'm saying? It's like, I was looking at one TikTok one time, and one auntie, this Madam Joyce thing that happened in Nigeria. So one auntie was like, we don't even know her in the UK. And I'm like, this someone Nigeria. I mean, so that's why people start to do, please. But I'm going to say my outtake now because you've just fit into
Yes.
this
Okay, go on.
Tell
Tell us.
point. The one that annoys me, guys, is this. It's in two ways: the over Nigerianization of it and the over Westernization of it.
Okay.
People
break it
don't
down.
make videos and they are talking. I want to. Do you see the uses? Who talks like that in Nigeria? Come on.
Oh my
Please,
God.
since you've been outside.
Yeah.
Maybe, please explain to me, except maybe it's how I sound in your ears, like, because
No.
Yeah.
No.
it's different ear tuning, right? I'll be watching these things, say, especially when they do this thing, how we say it in the UK versus how we say it in Nigeria. Then when you want to say spoon, they'll be like, spoon! Come off it! The who said, no, come on, I didn't grow up in Lagos. I grew up in Akure, and which is like maybe not even Akure, and Ekiti, which is, you say, maybe one of the least exposed states in Nigeria.
Yeah.
But even there, nobody says, spoon! Do you want to go? You will not take the brush. Please, I beg now. It's like, and I don't know why they do it.
I don't know either.
I
I don't know. Maybe it gives them the numbers or something. And then people be like, oh, that's not the way we talk. And then you come and be saying, oh, are you the one that will tell me how to talk? Yes, I'm the one that tell you how to talk. We don't talk like that.
If you're imitating me, of
So-
course I'm going to tell you.
Yes, and I feel like that's when people start to say, oh, you're not connecting to struggle. Because, like, why are you trying to act like, come off it? Don't. Or maybe also when you comment on hot takes too, that because there are some things you cannot just relate to that a Nigerian will probably be relating to.
That's
right?
true.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like
But
that's
I
the
think we
main one.
recognise that.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
understand
Yeah,
that.
I think sometimes there's a disconnect when we try to understand. Like we can acknowledge that we're not connected to Nigerians in Nigeria because we haven't gone through the struggle that they have. But then on the flip side as well, like things like you said, like racism, like a lot of Nigerians living in Nigeria will never understand how it is because until they go there and see it for themselves, like and especially in the UK. In the US, racism can be so like in your face where you know it, but in the UK, racism is so like
Subtle, but it's
subtle,
strong.
but it's strong.
I've
And then
heard, I've heard.
And then especially growing up as well, because you don't know whether like it's now when you're old and you look back and you're like, oh wait, that was actually racist.
Yeah.
But back then you were like you would second guess yourself like, oh maybe
It's just
I'm
me.
just being maybe it's just me, maybe I'm just being sensitive.
Yeah.
So I definitely think on both ends of the stick there are certain what's the word? Certain struggles that each
Person
person has gone
understands.
through that they can't understand. And I think
100%.
once you acknowledge that, you're able to. And,
Yeah.
And the thing is, especially Nigerians in the UK, I think not saying that we connect more than any other Nigerians out there, but I think because we're so close to Nigeria
You
as
do, you
well,
even
we
do, you
come
do,
back.
you
We
do.
come back.
Come back often.
Yeah.
I used to come to Nigeria like we will miss I always say we'll miss the last day of school at Christmas. We'll come to Nigeria like so. I do have a sense of connection with Nigeria. I'm sure the girls do as well because we've come home. We come back to Nigeria a lot, so we kind of understand. But we would never claim to understand know the full experience of Nigeria.
of course. I mean, of course, I know because I even see it in comment section when people, if you're complaining in the UK, people in Nigeria be like, okay, give me your passport now. Let me come and meet you here. Maybe it's ordinary racism and stuff like that. So you can't understand each person's struggle. But me, I'm going to tell you guys the fact. All this overwork. There's the one that obviously I stick to, and I'm like, okay, but there's the level I'm just like,
this is just.
calm down, everybody.
everyone
Calm down.
Yeah.
People are dying.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm losing, like I have not eaten today. Like I'm thinking about food. Start asking me all this. Do you? I better go.
Yeah.
I was going to ask actually, in terms of like your global campaigns, what is that like actually? Like traveling with people from like loads of different countries and things like that. Like, have you ever? I don't know if I should really ask this question, but in terms of like the racism or like microaggressions, have you experienced any of that?
Oh yes, I think in Germany.
Oh yes.
Yes, in Germany. But that's another thing. I don't joke with. I mean, I want to say I don't joke with racism like I experience it every day. But no, I don't. There are some things I do not allow. So, for example, if you're in Nigeria, and please, you people don't be offended. If there's a baby running, and the baby is, maybe two babies are running, and then someone touches the one that is of a different color and says, no, is it color? Sorry, of a different race. And goes, oh my God, you're so cute. What happened to this one? This person is cute as well. You gotta. So, and because again in Nigeria it's a thing. We're saying it earlier that you could be of a different race and they will allow you in front. And then I'm like, no, it's a cute. Go and I don't joke with. I'll be like, you back. Now, I don't joke with stuff like that. It's also a reason why people in Nigeria, I was hearing there's school that is for Indians alone, that Indians only, and the Chinese supermarket that only, and people are like, oh, just leave them. I'm like, no, you don't understand how this thing sinks into the system. You think it's on a base level, but
it's white supremacy.
Wait, sorry, in Nigeria.
I'm not even joking with you.
There's a Chinese, wasn't there a Chinese
There's a Chinese supermarket.
Sorry, that they weren't allowing
they weren't allowing Nigerians inside.
Sorry, what?
I'm not joking. And a school that they don't allow. If you don't close, and people are like, oh, just leave it. I'm like, no, close it down. You need to close. I'm not joking. I was running one time. I don't want to say the place. No, I don't care because I hope they stopped that nonsense. And they were like, this place for only expatriates. I'm like, in my country?
Stop.
I'm not joking with you. I'm not joking with you. I'm like, you people need to, racism is even that. You're even being racist yourself.
No, honestly.
I'm like, this is so dumb. You don't understand. You think this person is superior to you, but no. And so any subtle, I'll use my slippers.
Honestly,
No, I'm
I'm
not
telling
even
you.
joking because it would say you can't run here. I'm like, what? In my own country, say it again. Let me hear it.
Let me hear it again.
I'm not
I'm not
post,
understanding.
I'm not understanding. Like I'm gonna post this up. Those things, I'll put it up. I'm like,
so.
you don't joke with racism. Don't joke with. No, how can someone think I'm lesser than them because of the color of my skin?
Yeah, I know.
Oh no, that's a problem. That's a problem.
Sorry, and I'm still not over this Chinese supermarket. Because how do you enter someone else's country? And let me tell you,
it's not 2005. We're talking 2024. This year.
Yeah.
This year. No, we're not talking
we're talking about now.
1999. Yeah. 2024. Saying that
Nigerians are not allowed in the supermarket.
No, I'm not joking. No, it was a scene. Like you cannot enter. And we're like,
crazy.
Oh no, this is not even just, this is madness.
Honestly.
Madness.
What are they doing in that place?
It's just, you think you're better than.
Yeah.
And you can't go to my country again.
I know.
No, so that's why in Nigeria, any subtle reception to it that I noticed that someone is light skin more than not even just race, but colorism, anything, shut it down. Don't allow it. Nobody is higher than you just because. And it's even crazy because the person could even be a beggar. I didn't My dad used to say it that it's so funny because when we're growing up, he would say, "Oh, someone did this thing," and be like, "Me that used to go to the UK and give white beggar." Hey, I don't want to be using white because I don't want anybody to come and.
No, but
race is very tricky. But in Nigeria sometimes they don't even want to hear like. I could be the PhD major, 2 times Grammy something, and this person is just there. They'll just be like, "Oh, can we hear from you?" You're automatically smarter. It's the same thing. Someone could go to Harvard or something and finish with a 3rd class. They don't care. And I'm the one who finished the 1st class in a Nigerian university, for example. I mean, and which is, I'm not saying it's easier to finish because they're both hard work. And again, but they're just like, oh. What am I going to say Harvard? Harvard is let me look for, I don't even know universities, but let's just say a metropolitan university, something Delaware. Just mention what? Do you even know the school?
No, honestly.
Do you even know? I don't know what I want to say.
Honestly.
Who told you he's smart?
I'm telling
you've not even heard. They say, wow.
Yes.
You know, sometimes when I talk, especially when I was in 9 to 5, when I say, I went to Ekiti University, and when I say I went to Exeter, they'll be like, "Oh, I'm surprised. I thought you would school outside Nigeria." I'm like, why? Because people who school next to cannot be smart, or they cannot sound smart, and it's such a thing that has sunk into the system. It's very subtle in so many places, in films, in music, and stuff like that. That you don't even realize that you're doing it to yourself. So that's why I say, shut it down.
No, I'm so with you on that. 100%. And then actually, when you were talking, I remembered that when I was growing up, I know that a lot of my aunties, I didn't really understand it at that time. Now that I'm older, I get it. A lot of my aunties and my mum as well used to make it a real point to tell me that my skin was beautiful. Be like, "Oh, you have such nice skin, such nice dark skin." And in my head, I was thinking,
and you're
doing too much. But now, thank you. But now that I'm older, I'm like, I actually get it, which is why when you were saying about the 2 children, you have to tell them they're both beautiful. You can't, because then you also tell the children that the lighter one is beautiful without actually saying it. Because when you give one person all of the attention, then they're gonna put themselves on a higher pedestal or whatever. But I'm sorry, I'm still stuck on this.
It's even the small thing of when we're young. They would say, "Oh, this clothes your uncle from abroad sent it," and used clothes. Do you know? Do you know? Me, I'm wearing new clothes in Nigeria.
Honestly,
because really, and then it's when you now that we're older, you realize that oh my gosh, wait. This Alaye was sending old clothes to you.
Literally.
This was sending you, and you want them when your cousin was coming from abroad. They will say go and clean everywhere. Why? Is your house not dirty too?
Honestly.
Obviously we clean the house for everybody, but which one is the extra cleaning because someone is coming from abroad? Uncle, if you cannot sit down, go back. Go back home, my friend. I don't have time for all of this. No, now I
forgot how slippery this thing is. I was ending up on the floor.
I don't even joke. All those subtle, that's what I'm saying. It's all those subtle things. Because somebody's coming from abroad, you go and make extra per day. Why? If you cannot eat pound, get out of here, John. If you don't eat this leave this place.
It's so funny how things have changed now, because now coming from the UK, we'll even be keeping extra space in our suitcase so that we can go to the Nigerian designers, go and shop.
You know, but it has not even changed. You're in Lagos.
Yeah.
That's why I need people to speak more about this thing. Lagos is not the whole of Nigeria. It's the smallest state in this country, although largest in population. But some of these things, if you go to so many states, and think about Nigeria that is even exposed, think about all those Western countries that are really not as exposed as Nigeria or South Africa is. You would imagine the way people think they are lesser of themselves because of someone else's skin or color or... So that's it. As much as you get the opportunity to talk about it, you got to talk about it.
I think it is important to, like, as well, not as Nigerians make Nigeria sound so dangerous, because I feel like that's another thing as well. Like, I remember when I was telling, like, my colleagues, this was like a long time ago, like, oh, I'm going to Nigeria for Christmas. It was like, oh, like, in fact, pause, let me rewind. There was one of my friends from sixth form. She's white, English. Her dad, also white and English. He worked in Nigeria, PwC, right? And she did work experience in PwC Nigeria. She posted on her Instagram. This was when we were like maybe 20 or maybe even younger, actually, like 18. She posted on her Instagram that she's heading to Nigeria.
Blessing.
The comments, please don't die. Please stay safe. Please, like, it was actually so bad. It was like literally stuff like, oh, make sure you don't get kidnapped. On Instagram, publicly, everyone can see it. And I'm like, this whole narrative that, like, there's parts of every country that's very dangerous. There's parts in the UK that even
I don't go to.
Even in London, there's certain parts that some of the guys will tell you, like, I don't go to that part of London. Like, it's not safe. So it's like, sometimes I feel like as well, like, we as Nigerians sometimes also make it seem as though, like,
it's the unsafest place.
Which is not necessarily true.
Even growing up, if you're in the UK or maybe anywhere else, but you're a Nigerian living outside of Nigeria, your parents will threaten you.
With Nigeria
if you're
as
bad,
a punishment.
You will go to Nigeria.
I say,
like, we'll send you back. As in, there were stories where people will go on holiday to Nigeria. We will not see them the next term of school.
I know, and it's true, because we had people in my secondary school who were like that. And when they came, they were actually misbehaving. So, I mean, because also Nigeria is big on culture and discipline.
And respect.
It's not like anybody's going to be beating you or something, because my secondary school, they didn't beat you. But there are some things that people would say that you calm down. Your body will
strict.
We're very, and I like it. I don't like the beating one too much. I don't like the over, but I like for us to. I like culture. I like the things that make us us. Like, you know.
I was saying that to Beatrice because we were talking about the whole greeting thing, and I was like, in the UK, like, you are taught to greet, but the way that you guys greet here, like, good morning, good afternoon, good evening.
Yes.
Like,
I'm just... You know what's so funny as well? In the UK, we do this thing where, like, we're just like, hello, auntie, or hi, auntie, hi, uncle. And it's like, I'll tell my friend from Nigeria is like, I'm on the phone to him or her or whatever, and then they're like, oh, greet your mum for me. I'll be like, oh, Double said hi. Double will be like, I didn't say hi. I said good afternoon, ma. And it's so funny because I don't know if you clocked, but yesterday we were in the car with our friend, and then I think you were like, oh, can you say hi to auntie for me? And then she was like, oh, Beatrice said good evening. And in my head I was just like, that's so funny because, like you were saying, like the whole, like, the way you greet is important. What is hi? Like, am I your mate?
Yeah, I like the fact that the greeting is so formal. I don't know, like, because obviously even like, sometimes I'll refer to my parents like, oh, you guys. And I'm like, who's your guy?
My
parents.
Do you know even why it's not just parents? That's why I know I'm strict. If someone calls me, I'll be like, who is, like, my assistant cannot say, it was, like, when I ask me, because I say you guys, I'll be like, who is guys? No, I'm never joking about it. I don't, like, that's what I was saying. Maybe I'm into being strict.
I think it's just a combination of, like we said, us growing up in the UK, we're battling with two different cultures. You go to school, you'll be hearing British, this is how we do things, everything's slang. You go home, you're still hearing, oh, this is our Nigerian culture, this tradition, blah, blah, blah. So it's like you're battling with two different things. So I think that's part of the struggles that we talk about that Nigerians in Nigeria will not understand. At least everybody here is on the same page.
You know, that's what I'm saying.
You're all here on the same page, you all look the same, everyone's on the same page, like you're all going through school. It's not like in school where everyone looks different. Everybody is the same. Do you know what I mean?
That's what I was saying about the over-westernization of things. So I like some things. I know some things may not are not good for the culture because they affect the general well-being of everybody.
Yeah.
So, for example, sleeping with underage girls, cut that. Nobody needs to be doing that anymore.
Yeah.
But there are some things that I really liked that we also have in Nigeria, and just it's sort of a general understanding with everybody that you sort of do. So, and that's what I'm saying. That's also a problem with the over-Westernization because, for example, two people are sitting and I'm eating pounded yam with my hand, and another person is eating with fork, and they'll be like, "Oh my God, you're so bougie." No, you're the local person now. The person eating it with fork is the local person. Because the right way to,
It's
it's not maybe not the right way. You can
the
eat
way
with
that
fork,
we
but
eat
the
it.
way that we
It's
eat
the right
it.
way. Well, we're not the people that created the food.
Food. I mean, you don't even tell me exactly. So you can't tell me that's the right. So you can't be calling me. Look, like you get what I'm saying. So the over-Westernization is because if I say this on a podcast, and they'll be like, that's too much. I don't allow my assistant, age mate, I don't care. Don't call me any.
Oh, really?
No, I'm not your.
Okay,
I'm not
wow,
your,
you really are embedding that culture.
Yes,
I like
it's
it.
even though it's not like if you don't call me any. Don't let me even look for an
Okay,
excuse.
so you want your full name?
No, which full name?
No, don't call you by your name.
No, don't call me by my name.
Oh,
Don't call me. If you don't want to say Mr. Any, don't say. So you just, maybe, for example, you want to report something, you say, boss said.
Okay, I'm thinking you're saying that people.
Enioluwa,
Yeah.
that means you're okay. Okporo call me bang bang.
Yeah.
You can't call my full name too now. That means you're. Do you know me from home?
Yeah.
No, we also, you don't say a person's full name in Nigeria too. That's disrespectful.
So how do people call you?
Like my assistant.
Yeah.
Like your friends?
No, my friends, Any now.
Any's fine. So I can call you Any?
Yeah,
Okay,
but
okay.
if you
No,
no,
but
but
he's
even
talking
my
about people
friends
that-
can say Enioluwa Alpha now.
Okay,
yeah.
Yes, it's like like if a random stranger sees me and says Enioluwa Adeoluwa, you first turn.
Do I know you from somewhere?
Yeah.
So it's like my driver.
It's like Mr. Any.
Yes, or
okay.
if you don't want to say, because if you want to say, like, even down to sir, like if I give you something and you just collect it, I know, you say thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Because I've realized that some of those things, especially become a young person, if you allow Toba, okay, I don't know if I should speak you, but if I give you, let me shake my hand, you come and collect it here.
Yeah.
You say you want to help me. Timoba for a lower. And my Yoruba is never so excellent, but Timoba for a lower was something, no, it's all I want.
Yeah.
No, you can't, So some things I still allow you keep it. But you're also saying about the way the perception of Nigeria too. I wouldn't lie because I don't want to come in the podcast and Nigerians start saying, but there's a little bit of economic struggle and stuff like that. But like you said, everywhere it's not everywhere that's unsafe.
Yeah.
And in every country, there are places that are unsafe as well. And even when you're going you're going as a tourist to a country, they'll tell you to not go to this area.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's like,
Yeah. I was going to say also, you talked about the over-Westernization of things. I think that's also apparent in us because we don't speak Yoruba. As in,
don't speak Yoruba, right?
No.
We can understand it.
We can understand it?
Yeah, that's a sign. I don't speak Yoruba as fluent, like, because I've been using a lot of Yoruba expressions right here. But if someone, the Yoruba,
the Yoruba
person would say, "Oh, Yoruba Ikilon," so meaning like my Yoruba is not as sweet as it'll be like it didn't cook. It's not cooked yet.
Exactly.
So but I don't understand Yoruba. I would try to speak as much, but I really hope that I understand Yoruba more. Because some of the things are really exciting. The proverbs, you don't, because I always say that it's even down to worship. Have you noticed that there's this podcast? No, but there's a way that when there are some songs that
when you're
like
singing,
spirit meet me when my does not eat like Batogbe Ogo.
No,
honestly,
1,000.
Do you know what it is?
Well.
It's the limitations of English.
Yes.
We don't have the way, like, we don't have the...
Yeah, it's true.
There's things that we can't say in English. The words don't exist.
Yeah.
Like, for example, the way you say I'm hungry in Yoruba is like, I'm dying of hunger.
Yes.
Like, ours is just like, I'm hungry. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, we don't have the same...
Yes.
Like, do you know what I'm trying to say?
With the figures. Like,
because
there's a difference between saying, strong God, between, like, saying, along, bang, bang.
Yeah.
Even you sick, you like,
literally.
oh, yes. So,
Yes.
yes. So, it's like, so that's why I really like Yoruba to, or you like your language.
Yes.
You want to, even when they translate it to English, you be like, how did this person think of this?
that?
Be like, oh, the God that fights with elephants wearing like, it doesn't even make sense in English.
sense,
But when you say it in the language, you're like,
yeah,
Olorube Kembe Bija. Like, that's like, oh my gosh.
very descriptive.
Yeah.
English is just limited. Man.
Yeah, for real.
Okay,
That's a good
do you
one.
want to go on to your thread?
Yes. Okay. So I have a thread, right? And this came up because the other
I'm
day-
enjoying this. Sorry to cut. I'm enjoying this, guys. This is so fun.
you?
I'm
Love
like,
it.
look, I'm just doing my friend.
Okay, this thread came because the other day we were in traffic. And obviously, you know, they sell things in traffic, right?
Yeah.
And somebody was selling a Christmas tree. But when I say Christmas tree, as in, all you
The
need to do
full.
is just put it
In
in
your
the
house,
room.
yeah.
The stand was there. The branches were down.
Yeah.
The
The
lights
bubbles,
were
the
on.
lights.
Everything.
The lights was on.
The light was
I
on.
love Lagos.
was
Oh my
shining.
days. And then so then I Googled like funny things you can buy in Lagos traffic. Before I talk about the things that were on the thread, what's the funniest thing that you've seen people sell in Lagos traffic?
I wouldn't know because nothing would surprise me. That's
Oh,
that's
really?
the
Yeah.
the only
Okay,
one
fair.
I know that it wasn't funny to me, but I know when someone posted it on TikTok, people were surprised that they sell dogs on the.
Sorry.
That was one of the
Sorry.
ones I
And
had in
well,
my
I'm never
thread.
talking about the dog that everybody. I don't even know the breed. I don't want to say
Yeah.
local dog because it's particular to the country. But which is still local. Hey, I'm did I say why?
Don't think too much.
Yeah.
Don't think too much. And it's okay. Just speak. We're all friends here.
No, you know when you're speaking and then you're bring. That's what I was saying about doing a PhD, right?
Yeah.
Because even in school, I was talking about it when I'm just with my friends. I'll start to analyze, like before I hear what they want to say.
Yeah.
I will answer the question and then I'll repeat it and be like, okay, okay. But yes, you know they'll be selling all of these cute dogs and
Yeah,
stuff
I didn't know
on the
this.
road, and you'll be like, I mean that's normal to me. But someone posted it on TikTok and
Yeah.
people are like, they're selling dogs on the street. I'm like, duh, where would they?
Where else?
Where else
did they sell it?
where are we going to get it from? You know, because you guys have all these. I mean, we have obviously vets, but you have all this. When like you find a stray dog, you take it to.
Oh, like a
like
rescue dog.
RSPCA.
Like
Yeah.
rescue.
They've not even finished rescuing human beings. You know. You know, no, Nigerians. That's why I'm saying like some things are still different because if you in Nigeria they've not even rescued me. I want to be rescue somebody. I'm not be rescuing dog. Aja, please, I'm be working on your own.
Do you know what's so funny? It's so true because I feel like maybe it's because I don't have a pet yet, but like honestly, the way in the UK they ride for their animals.
As
joking.
in,
I have a pet,
when
but, yeah.
their pet dies at work,
Ah,
they are allowed
they
to
take the
take
day off.
the week.
Yeah.
Some of them need a week to take off.
Yeah.
I understand the emotional connection, Sha, because sometimes I look at my dog and I'm like, oh my god, you're gonna die. Like so it hurts a little.
Yeah.
But I can't imagine going to my Nigerian but I say, so my dog is close. Are you okay? You know, like if you don't go back to and sit down at work,
Honestly.
you know. And again, it's culture because there are things that obviously we'll do here too that they won't.
Yeah.
They won't
Because
understand.
people will go to church from work in Nigeria. Like work could be on and they'll be like, I'm going to church.
Yeah.
In the middle of it, like 12 o'clock. I'm like,
Yeah.
and people will understand.
Yeah.
Oh, please go
Yeah.
to church, and
Yeah.
which is.
Yeah, no.
But it's like, yeah,
it's true. When my previous job, like I remember, I mean, I work like long hours, so like I don't really ever like truly finish. I don't truly like have like.
Or you guys have 9 to 5.
Yeah, it's even
We
9
do.
to 9.
Ah,
But anyway, it's even beyond that. But yeah, so there was this one particular manager, not at my current place, my old place. They were like, "Oh, on Sundays you're not contactable." I said, "No, I'm at church." He's like, "Oh, isn't there a way that you can take your phone with you into the service to at least let us know, like, okay, I'm at church, I'll be done in half an hour?"
Can you
I was
imagine?
like, You people don't fear God, oh.
Okay.
Don't fear God.
Honestly.
Oh, fair. But in Nigeria, they will expect that you answer calls because
In church?
Yeah, because I mean, you take breaks. No, I mean, you're not picking church, but if you work on Sundays, okay.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. Work on
you know,
Sundays.
people be like, I'm ended by 5, but in Nigeria,
Yeah,
if you
no.
do that, it's like, oh, you want to be poor because
Yeah.
Nigerians are very
Hustle,
hustle oriented.
yeah,
Like, you gotta get it, you gotta push through that kind of energy. So if you don't work hard, but that's another thing. Nigeria celebrates hard work. They reward hard work.
Yes,
Yeah.
they do.
Yeah, they do
Very,
reward
very
hard work.
true.
We do.
Yeah.
Another thing I saw that you can buy in Lagos traffic is kitchen sink. Somebody said you can, from the start of the road to the where you get home, you can furnish your whole kitchen.
I'm not even surprised. I'm so sorry. I'm waiting for the.
That's shocking. Yeah. That's shocking for us.
That's shocking for us.
Very, very shocking. Yeah.
Ceramic sink.
Yeah.
Although I did see some art in traffic the other day.
Oh, that was really good.
If I lived in Nigeria, like if I could fit it in my suitcase, like if it was small enough, I would buy it. And it was so beautiful.
It was beautiful. Yeah, they sell everything in traffic in Nigeria. Yeah, that's why you're probably never stranded if you have money. Even if you don't have physical cash, even if the ATM don't, there's nothing, you can find your way in this country. Yeah. You just have to be smart.
Yeah. Okay, let's end the thread there.
No, but mention one more. Maybe the next one surprised me.
I can't remember now. It was the furnishing the whole kitchen that
actually surprised you.
And then I was going to say puppies, but you said it.
Oh, I mean, they sell food in traffic. They sell small stuff.
Yeah. It's crazy.
No, like not snacks, but like
proper food.
Jollof rice. Yeah.
Hey, the way those boys run.
I'm always worried for their feet.
Worried. No, they are superstars. They are excellent at it already. That's how I always used to say that. If some of these people, especially because a lot of them start at a young age, have the Olympic training that's...
They got stamina.
What?
No, they do.
Stamina.
They do.
I'm telling you.
The amount of opportunities that are lost because of location.
Yes.
That's what I always say. Because in Nigeria, do you want to have interest in playing golf? Your daddy does. What's going on?
Yeah.
But when you live in a country that's maybe a little bit more developed than Nigeria, you have opportunities and you have the grace to have interest in things. You have the grace to pick something else. But there are some things that you just know is dead on arrival. Even me that studied theatre, for example, media and theatre, for example, before I was allowed, we had a literal family meeting to say, are you sure this is what you want to do? I remember my uncles, and it's understandable that they did that, saying, oh, no, there's no work in this country. You really think this is what you want to do? Why are you going to work and stuff like that? But so it's different.
Interesting. Cool. Should we do dilemma then?
Yeah, we can. Cool. So someone sent this in.
Okay.
So, hi guys, I really need some help. I met my best friend in college over 10 years ago and she introduced me to her friend group from school, 7 or more girls who have become great friends with.
Okay.
We've been through a lot together, ups, downs.
Sorry. I already lost track of the story.
Really slow.
And slow down as well.
Okay, let me slow down.
Okay.
Hi guys, I really need some help. I met my best friend in college over 10 years ago and she introduced me to her friend group from school, 7 more girls who I've become great friends with. We've been through a lot together, ups, downs, boyfriends, girlfriends, engagements, and even a baby. The relationship with the girl I've been best friends with all through this time has, however, changed drastically in the last few years.
Okay.
I've noticed some strange and disturbing behavior in terms of her interactions with me.
Okay.
She will make a point either through our WhatsApp group chat or in person to make a joke about me and how I'm the last in the group to get my driving license, which apparently makes me an embarrassment, or how because I haven't been able to move out of my home, how I'm holding myself back with this and wasting my life, even though she knows I have 2 special needs siblings, as well as other factors which have led me into going into situations not by choice. Okay. I'm still there. She also knows.
Your problem is plenty.
Honestly.
She also knows other facts about my life, such as how my dad left us and had a secret family and didn't tell us. About how my mother gave all her money away to a younger boyfriend for his gambling addiction, and we nearly lost our house, and other various confidences that I've told her. The sad thing is, she used to be the person I'd want to tell everything and anything to, so I could get her opinion or advice. But now I feel like if I tell her anything about my life, she would use it as leverage to make fun of me or make me feel bad about myself. I have been friends with all these girls for a long time, but I really feel like if I confront or say anything to my best friend about her recent behavior, the other girls will all side with her because they've known her longer than they have known me, and will say that I'm causing drama, even though this is the last thing I want to do. Overall, this has really eaten away with my confidence when I first... No, wait, let me start again. Overall, this has really eaten away at my confidence. When I first got to know my friend, I was a bad bitch and could say anything around her or anything to her and vice versa. And it was never the case or I was being a bitch or she was. However, in the last few years, I feel like all the power is with her and she can say whatever she wants about me to me or to the other girls about me. And it's like she's always a riot and things... Sorry, the way that this person has written this. Basically things are always laughed off and I'm laughed at. Don't get me wrong, I have very thick skin and I don't take offense easily, but she doesn't do this kind of thing to any of the other girls in the group. So I feel like that's how I've noticed it so much. How do I let her know that she's making me feel... How do I let her know how she's making me feel and how I can get some self-esteem back? Because I'm really... Sorry, this is in 2 parts. I'm really feeling shit right now. Thank you.
Yeah.
Wow.
First of all, the thing that your family has even been through
With the dad.
The dad.
First of all, she has 2 siblings who have special needs.
Yeah.
Then she has her dad that left her whole family, had a secret family outside and left them. Then her mum now got a new boyfriend, younger boyfriend, who has a gambling addiction.
And she now funded the gambling addiction.
Funded the gambling addiction,
And
which
nearly
nearly lost their house.
Ha.
See,
I won't even have any friends after all of that one.
Honestly, well, I don't have time for anything else.
Oh wait, so this is the oh my god, I'm going to hey yeah. Genuine
It's okay, take your time.
Okay, I think I give good advice.
Okay.
My friend's sister said.
Okay, go ahead.
I think what I would say is, one is that, we'll joke about it later, but honestly, I don't think you have thick skin. She doesn't have thick skin.
Yeah, I agree.
She's telling herself that to make herself feel confident. And it's okay not to have thick skin.
Yeah.
It's okay to be able to recognize that, oh, this hurts me. And nobody's going to give you a crown or a trophy because you're like, oh, I can't talk. Like life is too short, honestly. It's honestly for you to be trying to prove to anybody that you're the strongest amongst us. If you die tomorrow, they will bury you and continue life.
Honestly, facts.
So don't tell yourself you have thick skin and you are going to keep taking it. One, I say, is communication, because a lot of people, especially in friendships, forget to communicate. You may think that you are saying it, but you're not saying anything at all.
Yeah.
And again, because of lack of confidence, you may not be able to say it directly. But one thing I used to do, especially when I was that person, was that I'll just type it quickly. And so we'll talk about it.
Yeah.
If you're the kind of person that can't talk face to face, it's important that you first find your own comfortable ground. You're not doing it for them, you're doing it for yourself now. And so I say, okay, this doesn't make me feel good when you say this thing in specific.
Yeah.
And it's now if they recognize it and say, oh, I'm sorry about it.
Yeah.
And if they don't recognize it, and that's what I was saying, I'm strict. I'm gonna bounce that friendship because I ain't got time. And I get like friendship break up, hard stuff, but you will move on with life, because what you will come to understand is that you're suffering and you're not enjoying life.
Yeah.
And even though it will take time, maybe like 1 year, 5 months, but you will realize that even in Nigeria alone, there are over 200 million people. Talk about the world. There's so many. And it's like, I always use the example of, you look at content creation, there are people who all they do is that they arrange flowers and they have millions of followers.
Yeah.
I mean, there's like a person for everybody because they're like, all you do is arrange flowers, right? So if the friend group, if she's the kind of person that then says, like, when you tell her, because if she's truly your best friend, she's going to listen and say, this doesn't make you feel good. I'm sorry about it. I'm going to work on it. And you're not even just saying it in, this doesn't make me feel good. Be specific with the times. You say, when you said this, so they understand that, okay, that doesn't make you feel.
Point.
And then she goes and goes, Jagaban, I don't care. I'm going to, I tell all the other friends. And everybody starts dissing you.
Then it's time to go.
Pack your bags.
And be going.
I have a question. Do you give people like a time limit for how long they
3
can
times
wait until? No, not even that. Wait, what did you answer? What's the question you answered?
3 times.
You give them 3 chances and that's it.
No, and it's not even like I say chances with friends. Like, I know it's within myself. People know me. 3 times. I tell you, I'm not joking. 3 times. I'm saying.
I've told you this once before.
And I'm not even saying as if who told you, and who told you too that they're not saying for you? And if you're saying for both of us, let's separate. Like you two, you don't care for me so much. I mean, that's it. It's okay, but 3 times, oh.
Okay, the question I was actually going to ask you.
Oh, sorry.
No, it's good. It's good. The question I was going to ask you is, do you give your friends a time limit? Like, obviously, you wouldn't communicate this, I guess, but in your head, like a time limit for how long they can hold on to something before they start bringing stuff up. So, for example, if you've been feeling a type of way about something, why are you telling me, oh, last year, June, I didn't like, sorry, we're in December 2024. Why are you bringing up last year, June? Or do you not really care?
Well, it depends. So one of my closest friends, still my closest friend, is we're like this emotionally, like in terms of we're completely opposite people. I feel like that's the reason why we've been able to stay very like best of friends. Because I'm able to take things for a longer period of time. You could go 10 times. No, like, I mean, if it starts to affect me and I give you 3 times, I have temperance. Maybe that's why I also say, I've told you once, I've told you twice, and it's okay. So I feel like I have a quite level of temperance and long suffering, so I can take it a long time. But if you now raise it up, and then when I can remember you also doing it is that time, I would also tell you, I don't care. If it's 2 years ago, we're not going to use it to... We're not trying to now solve 2 years ago because it's not like it's hurting me. I'll just tell you, well, there's the time we also like, and then we say this, which is so interesting. I'll say, if he now says, okay, I don't like it anymore. And I say, do we agree that's now where we're working on?
Okay,
all of us will now agree that we do not both say this thing. We agree. I used to say, I'll say, you're changing the rules again. No, you're changing, it's like, and that's what I'm saying, communication is so important. And we're recently telling ourselves last week that, oh my God, we didn't have any quarrel this year. Yay! No, because, which is another thing. I wasn't the best person in communication. So if you stress me, I'll just be like, bye-bye. Like me, yes. I'm just like, bye.
You don't say anything.
I may not talk to you, and you will see that I will tell myself this friendship is drifting. If I now see that you make effort to talk to me back, I'm going to, because again, I feel like I have temperance and long suffering. I'll talk to you and we settle it.
Okay.
And so he also has helped me emotionally in some. I'm able to communicate better. I'm able to say things, and that's why it's very important. I feel like to find people who you're compatible with, and it will take time, because some of these things when we're small, our parents used to talk about this friendship that hurt them and stuff, and you'd be like, oh me, I've never experienced that, but as you grow up that you suddenly see that
we're all going through
it. We're all going through it.
Exactly. Interesting.
Oh my, you didn't say about your friendship.
Oh, what's I saying about
friendship? Are you guys big on friendships?
Yeah. We've actually all been friends for like over a decade.
Oh wow, that's a long time.
We've been
that's it. Okay,
and
so
I
it's a
think
good
what
dynamic.
you were describing actually is kind of like me and Beatrice. Like we're very different in terms of like the way. Would you agree? Like we communicate and stuff. But I feel like we've become more similar over the years, because I used to be one of those people like I wouldn't say anything. But Beatrice is very much like, if you piss me off, like I was
very direct.
That day, that moment, even.
I'm the type of person that I don't like the whole, something happened 6 months ago and you're coming to tell me. The only way I would allow it is if you're like, I let it go then, but then now something has come up again, so I need to refer to it. You can tell.
Exactly,
okay, this
that's
is
what I'm saying too.
But where it's a case of, you're having a discussion or you're having a conversation, and then they like, but last year you... No.
Especially if you're the one that brought it up. Do you get what I mean? Like, you've started the discussion, and then they, as a rebuttal, want to be like, okay, but this time last year you did. But it's like, why did you not bring it then? It's now that I'm trying to...
It's now that I'm having a conversation
it's a case. It's wait, guys. It last year, it doesn't affect me. That's what I'm saying. Like, if I say this time last year you did, it's not because it affects me. I'm just saying you do. Like, you can't be complaining about something you do. Do you get what I'm saying?
I think you
do get what I'm saying. Like, you can't say...
we're talking about something completely...
They're talking about something different. They're saying that, let's say that...
Something has been hurting
you. You've brought up something, and you've been like, oh, Beatrice, I didn't like the way that you did this thing. and then this person she will now say,
Yeah,
but you did that.
Oh, so like a completely different.
Yeah.
So you didn't talk about your own struggles.
Yeah.
Now when I want
Now
to talk
when I
about my
talk about
pain,
it,
you now know you to.
Yeah,
No,
that's
that's
what
not a
I'm
healthy friendship.
I
What
know.
you're talking about is that
We've done the same
we've been
thing.
doing the same thing. Why are you now calling out the same
Yes,
thing?
I'll tell you.
That one I
You
agree
be
with.
doing
That
That's
this
when you
now.
now come and regroup and say, okay, so we're not
Now
doing
we're
this.
now
we
we
don't
Okay,
want
we
this
agree.
thing.
I even
Yeah.
like that. Okay, so we're coming together to collectively
agree.
agree.
Yeah, yeah,
that
yeah.
this is-
That.
I
That's
like
very,
that.
Yes.
It's like
Like
it's
a reflection
yeah,
of,
like-
okay,
Yes.
so this year,
We
what are we
all know.
bringing and what are we not
Yes,
bringing?
yes,
exactly,
yes,
exactly.
Do you
yes.
find it easy to make friends in the industry?
Very. Everybody's my friend, though. That's
really?
everybody. Ah,
Okay.
no, too much, too much, too many. That's the thing. Most of my money goes on giving and maybe not also to my friends. So they look at me and say, "When did you give me baby?" But like, I find I can make friends easily. I can see someone just say, "Hi, how are you?"
Yeah,
and
yeah.
but that's also why I feel like I'm also strict, because a lot of people think it's very surface.
Yeah.
But if you're like my friend and you do something, I was having a discussion with a friend one time, and I said something that they did, and they didn't say anything for 1 week. And I went back again and I said, "Oh, I'm saying this thing, and I don't think you think it's important." And so I'm like, okay, no, there's a disrespect in the friendship, not because of who I am, and which is another thing I know some people do in Nigeria, that they think everything you're saying is because of your fame.
Yes.
And so I'm like, no, it's because I'm a human being first.
Yeah.
And so if I say I don't like something, it's not that, because
because
I'm
of the
famous
that I don't
or
like
something.
it.
It's
Yeah,
because
I
I'm
don't-
this as any
I
does
don't
not
like
like
it.
this.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Yeah.
oh no, I'm not saying this. I'm saying it because I genuinely
Yeah,
don't.
fair
And they,
enough.
and they
I still
just
wouldn't
kept
like
up
it.
like, I don't talk to them now.
Well,
well.
it gets like that.
Yeah, I guess I
Yeah.
can.
You won't
I
say
mean,
this.
we still talk, but it's not like
It's not like before.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
like,
Yeah, damn, interesting. Cool. So to wrap up, we obviously have our song of the week.
Okay.
And every single month, we basically have a theme for the playlist. If you guys don't know about this playlist, it's available on Apple Music. It's available on Spotify. And for those of you that don't want to pay for streaming services, it's also available on YouTube too. But yes, so we add songs to the playlist. Huh?
okay.
Yeah, we add songs to the playlist, and the theme for this month is basically like all things love, like R&B or basically any song that brings up like a loving emotion in you.
It can be heartbreak.
Okay,
be
so you want me to
heartbreak.
add a song?
Yeah.
Yes, so you have
One
to
or
do a
two,
song.
One or two, how many?
Oh,
many
okay.
songs,
Oh,
yeah.
let's go.
Okay.
I have to start with my favorite artist of all time in the world.
Yeah.
It's who is the greatest artist in the world right now?
Oh,
Beyonce for me.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
For you, for every single.
Yeah,
if you
true.
don't agree, like, oh
No,
yeah.
it's true. It's true.
So
it's true.
Elo is my favorite
Yeah.
song.
Oh,
What a
I
throwback.
love that song.
That's
Have you ever seen her perform?
no.
Wow.
And I know, and before Beyonce dies, I need to see her.
I know.
Yeah, because
She's good.
why am I able to think about dying? But like, no, but like I need to see her, and I thought I was going to see her in the UK until our pounds to naira just went up.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I Kukuma just stayed inside this Nigeria throughout this year. I say I was staying in Nigeria. No, because
Serious.
yeah, but I really love Beyonce.
Yeah.
Obviously, Elo, Davido's 1 million. Elo warriors,
Yeah,
so
that
one
is such a
million,
good
1
song.
million.
I love that song.
It's so
much.
good. It's so
Yeah,
good.
it's
You
really,
you want to
really
get married immediately?
Yeah,
yeah,
absolutely.
that's a very good song. But I mean, we need to balance it. So I also have Ira Star's Heartbreak song with Giveon was really
Yes.
good. When I went to listen to it, I'm like, oh,
It's really good.
you ate on
Really, really
this,
good.
you
It
ate on
really
this,
is.
yeah.
Yeah.
And of course, T.Y. Savage and Adekunle Gold do some of the best love songs. And so if it's from Eminado,
Yeah.
and or Adekunle Gold's Sade. When there's a part where no, not even Sade, there's one he sings with Simi. There's a Bajura, I mean,
What song's that one?
don't forget you. Oh, you guys don't know.
don't
it.
know
You need
that
to
one.
I
listen to
probably
it.
do know
The-
it.
And especially when you listen to it based on the fact that they are married and they were not
Yeah,
married
yeah,
then.
yeah.
So,
At the point,
and Adekunle Gold wasn't so rich.
Yeah.
And so when she's saying some of the things she was
Yeah.
saying, and you're like, this is
is-
a love
yeah.
story.
Beautiful love
Yeah,
story.
I love that.
Oh, I love
Okay,
them
cool.
too.
Yeah, so we'll definitely add those songs to the playlist.
You better. I hope you're not just saying it.
No,
no, we
I
added
wrote
to-
it down.
Yes, so
Better.
it will be.
We'll
It
add
will
it
be.
to-
Yes. So, girls, what are you gonna add to the playlist?
I'm just going to add my favorite heartbreak song, which is Borderline by Brandy. I don't know if you know it.
Okay.
Okay, basically, it's from her latest album, which came out like 4 years ago, maybe. B4, I think it's called. Yeah. There's a song on there called Borderline, and it's like talks about how like she went through like this really bad heartbreak, and like as part of it, she almost became like schizophrenic, and like the lyrics and the way that it's written kind of displays like
what you've been through in your relationship life.
No.
Are you in a relationship?
No, I'm not.
Are you in a relationship?
We're all single here.
There's problem.
It is well.
It is well.
But yeah, I'm like really big on English and syntax and like that kind of stuff. Like I really like enjoy like just that kind of thing. So yeah, the way that song is written for me is just perfectly like describes like the emotions that somebody would go through like when they're going through heartbreak. But also she's just an amazing vocalist. So
yeah, like, she is. Brandy is I mean, she's the girl.
Yeah, everyone that knows me knows I'm obsessed with that song.
Yeah, very true.
I'll go listen to it.
I'm going to add 2 songs. Yeah. And I'm going to add Tiwa Savage and Davido Parkwell.
That's a good
and
one.
I'm also going to add Black Magic Repete.
Is Black Magic Nigerian?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Really big song. Cool. So I'm actually same thing as Sharon in terms of Brandy. I'm gonna add Brandy featuring Kanye West. Talk About Our Love. That is such a good song. Really, really good song. And then even though I'm saying love and it makes me feel love, but I'm just gonna add a couple. Since you said Beyonce, I've been banging out B-Day album. Like
B-Day is such a good album.
Like, oh my god, I just absolutely love it.
Is that Beyonce, the
Beyonce album? The B-Day album.
You know it.
You know it, but you know the song I'm gonna say. So the one I'm gonna add is I'm gonna add Irreplaceable.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna add Irreplaceable from there. I'm actually also gonna add Kitty Cat.
I love that song.
Love that song. And then not from B-Day, I'm gonna add Dangerously in Love.
Oh,
that's
a
song.
First album.
Exactly. Another one I'm gonna add as well is Crazy in Love.
Yes.
And then I'm gonna end with I know, serious. And I'm gonna end with Dance for You.
Hey, from the self-titled.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh yeah. Beyonce.
Yeah.
I've seen Beyonce like I want to say 5 or 6 times.
Yeah.
I'm a true fan.
I mean, Beyonce was really hungry when she wanted to be a star when she made that first album. I mean, she already a star from Destiny's Child, but
man,
I love Beyonce so much.
Exactly. So yeah, those are songs we're going to add to the playlist. So make sure you guys check it out, listen to it, and let us know what songs you would also add to the playlist as well. And guys, when you are listening to it, screenshot it, tag us so we know that you guys are feeling it. And yeah, that's going to be the songs that we add to the playlist this week. Yes.
Any?
Oh my God, I can't believe it's ending. No! What am I going to do with my life?
When you come to London, we have to have you back on.
Yes.
Oh my God.
But before we go, please, where can everyone find you?
Okay. Thank you so much for allowing me to preach Polongo Ojami and sell my markets. Please follow me on Instagram at Enioluwa Official.
Yep.
ENIOLUWAOFFICIAL.
You got that one on lock. Yes.
Okay, but just ENI, it should pop up.
Yeah.
Sorry.
You better dunk on them.
Too funny.
Okay, just ENI everywhere. Like I was the first person on TikTok too, so ENI,
Anyway, it will all be in the description box below, or wherever you're watching this, listening to this, it will be there. Please make sure you show some love to our
show
friends.
some love.
We can say that now.
Since
she said that.
Oh yeah, what's
exactly.
But yeah, thank you so much. Honestly, like the influence that you have, not just in Nigeria but globally, is absolutely insane. Like I said, your videos go platinum in my house, man. Like we laugh until we're crying. So no, thank you so much for taking the time out during this Christmas period. It's Christmas tomorrow.
Guys,
thank you for taking the time out during this Christmas period to come and record with us. We appreciate it.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm really grateful as well. I'm not also going to say because I'm known something and I love you guys podcast as well, and immediately I'm like yes. So
when you I think we messaged you, we reached out to you when you were like, oh yeah, I've watched the podcast. You said,
no,
hey,
I watched a couple, even the recent ones, the one with MJ, the one with Laye, the ones you guys released when either when you were wearing the Christmas cap and you started singing,
the other day. Thank you
so much.
But But I hope you guys enjoyed this episode.
Yes.
If you're loving the content, like Tammy said, please make sure you follow us on all of our socials.
Yep.
Subscribe to our YouTube channel and head over to Patreon because that's where we're going to next.
Yeah.
We drop a second episode every week, every Wednesday on Patreon.
Yep.
See you guys.
Bye. Amazing.
Oh, that was so fun.
Thank
I loved
you.
it. Thank you.
Hey, that was
Let's
so
get some pictures.
funny.
I need to